What's up, everybody? Just want to give you a quick Take 5 video on 5 different video styles that work well in the learning and development context. Number 1, explainer video. An explainer video is often used when you're trying to explain a new product or a new process. So it's usually trying to explain some concept, and usually it's done with a tone that makes it feel welcoming or easy, and usually it has kind of an upbeat, friendly, happy music in the background type of tone. So we've often used these in situations where there's a larger, blended learning approach. Maybe there's some software demo, e-learning later. Maybe there's instructor-led modes that are coming into play in the curriculum. But the explainer video is sort of the why and the kind of welcome to this new training series 2-minute type of video. Video style number 2, talking head interview. So a talking head video is basically just this, where you have a person in front of the camera talking to convey the content. So there's really a few different ways or styles within that. There's an interview situation where a person is talking slightly off camera and discussing kind of like a message from the expert. Or there's more of a teaching style, which is looking directly into the camera. Depending on the content and the need, either can be effective. So things to consider, the budget value and the production value can be really high, and you can have a whole light setup and a moving camera to create a higher production value, or you can set up your iPhone and hit record. Number 3, the interactive video. In an L&D context, this is something that we're doing more and more of, where we're blending the two different modes of what was traditionally e-learning and video. And so in a lot of situations, we'll drop a video right into Storyline, or use other tools to make our videos something that the user can engage with, or click through, or have some assessment, or some branching situation to make decisions within the video. So there's a lot of situations where a simple video is all the communication you need, but there's other situations where you want to let the user make a choice or be assessed on how they would make a decision in that situation, and then you would take them down that video path. So interactive video, I'm really excited about. I feel like there's a lot of potential there, and it's becoming easier and easier to accomplish that with rapid authoring tools. Number 4 is day in the life video. So with a day in the life video, the main idea is to just demonstrate what a regular day in the life is for that role or that individual. This often works well in a situation where it's a new hire training, where you really want to give that learner an idea of what they can expect to experience. The same would be true for a recruiting type of situation. If you want to give somebody an idea of what is it really like to be in that role, or in that position. And the last video style we'll take a look at is what we call a Take 5 video. And it's essentially this, where we take 5 minutes, create 5 tips or 5 examples, or 5 steps of a process, and basically hit record, do the best we can in 1 or 2 takes. In my case, 3 or 4 or 5. The idea is the same. Try not to aim for perfection. Try not to be too scripted, but just try to communicate the best you can with a short, to the point video. And then in post-production, add a few graphics, and not spend too much time worrying about a really high production value video, but just to create quick, easy, applicable tips and tricks for your audience. And that's really the idea. And the quickness and the efficiency of it is really the benefit. Usually you're pulling in an expert, maybe it's a doctor that you want to have give their expert advice or 5 tips for how to deal with this type of patient. Those types of things would work well for this type of video. But you also don't want to take a full day of a doctor's time. And so, to be able to create situations where you give them the constraint of, a few takes, and we're really just going to hit those 5 points, say it in your own words, and then we'll kind of make the most of it in post-production. That's really the main idea. So that was 5 different video styles in under 5 minutes, and hopefully you found something helpful.